Whew. We had a cold snap as well, I was freezing, so I didn't do much filming at the end of the day. It was heavy snow, freezing cold. I even had to use my fleece to keep myself warm hiking. My gloves were wet. I didn't even wear gloves, and got to the shelter. Luckily, everyone decided they wanted the tent, so I was, lo and behold, PBS was there hanging out. He didn't want to deal with the cold, and he stopped early, and I also stopped there. And the only dry clothes I have is my base layers and my down jacket. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I'm wearing right now. You know, tried to dry all my other clothes, but they just froze. And I have to check my filter now because it probably got too cold. I just really thought we were done with the freezing temperatures, but we're not. And once I start getting warm, I'm gonna quickly get rid of this down jacket and wear only like the base layer and try to throw on my my t-shirt and stuff and my fleece and stuff like that once it gets warmer, so that I can keep this stuff dry. And we had a little bit of mice issues last night where the mouse was I hung my food on like one of those pegs, but the mouse was climbing on the side, nibbling on it. I could hear him. I caught him in the act. He was chewing the side of it, trying to get into the food bag. So he chewed a hole in it. So I took that off of there, and I did a PCT bear hang right off of the top log, and hung it above the shelter. Yeah, it was very cold. Didn't really go out and hang it for the bears, but I hung it for the mice and the mouse. Couldn't get to it after that, so I mean, out here it's probably 99% mice and 1% bears, maybe less than that. And it's just very cold, so just did what we could. So, but you know, literally, if I would have went out there and hung my food, like, I was getting to the point of getting too cold, you know, getting in a hypothermic state, and I just, you know, PBS was sitting there lying in his quilt trying to stay warm, and or his bag, and I was trying to lay in mine, trying to get warm again, because, you know, just didn't have that much clothing to be warm. So this is all I got, and it was enough to sleep well last night. But you know, so the official of it is day 35. Okay, since I have my days off, but yeah, day 35. That's the morning update. So let's see. I was just thinking here. Throw it out there. It's early in the morning and I'm still pretty energized, so I was thinking an opinion piece here. Sleeping bag liners, right? Because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I got a sleeping bag liner. I need to either increase my warmth of my bag because I'm too cold, or B, I want to make sure my bag doesn't get dirty, because then it's hard to clean it, right? One, I'm getting cold in my sleeping bag. It's a good add-on and a backup to the sleeping bag to, in a pinch, to increase the warmth, and in a cold snap or something like that, and then just set it back. But I mean, if you can, try to get a warmer bag just to begin with and use that, right? But yeah, it does work well in a pinch, and to do that, so not too bad. And and also you can add on layers in your sleeping bag, so you could maybe get a few more clothes instead of sleeping bag liner, and then those clothes you can use as well for hiking and stuff. If you're cold hiking, or if your other clothes get wet, that's an additional layer that you can have. You can't use a sleeping bag liner to hike in. I don't think so, unless you have a special one. So that kind of goes into part 2, to keep your bag clean, your sleeping bag clean. So you could get additional base layers to sleep in, specifically something maybe like merino wool that apparently catches and traps the oils from your body and doesn't allow them into your bag, whereas polyester will wick that moisture from your body, and then it'll just end up right into the your sleeping bag, which doesn't really work as well if you're trying to keep your sleeping bag clean. Also, after doing it myself, cleaning my sleeping bag, it is an all-day process, but it's actually not that bad since you don't have to do that often. So I would say I don't mind getting my sleeping bag dirty that much. I know that I can easily clean it later, so that's another thing as well. So I don't know. I don't care if it gets dirty, and I also don't care, you know, usually I'm not cold enough that I need a liner as well, and I would probably just add more layers to my sleep system to be warmer instead of just carrying a liner. And that kind of leads into, it's going to be a long video, but leads into, well, you could use a sleeping bag liner for a summer setup, which is kind of nice. You could definitely do that. Costco quilts are 55 and up rated about, so you could do those. Or I already have a 40 degree, but if you don't already have something, you could get a really cheap just blanket or something, like the Costco down blanket or throw, which is cheaper than the liner. So I don't know, it's a weird niche that a sleeping bag liner fills. I don't know. So maybe what are your guys' opinions on that? Sleeping bag liners, like, do you use them, do you not? I don't know. I mean, for me, I haven't seen a good purpose for me personally, so yeah, I just thinking about that, so let me know. Right now we're coming up to Corners Creek Falls right there. Go across this bridge. Corners Creek Falls right there. If you've watched some of the videos from Outdoor Adventures, our spear hiking trail trip, those falls were gigantic. Yeah, compared to the falls on the AT, there's just so much water up in Minnesota. Many lakes, rivers, streams, falls, you name it. That was something unique about that place. But AT has a lot of unique things too, so you know, I'm digging it. So if you guys haven't realized from the first few videos, it's shaping up to be a very sunny, beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky, and it's crazy. Like, just the other day it was snowing, like through the Grayson Highlands, and now it's beautiful out, you know. It's crazy how the weather changes. It's just unfortunate that the Grayson Highlands section, it's pretty short. It's only like 10 miles, so that one section was very rainy at that point, but I still got some pretty good views because there wasn't too much fog out. But yeah, beautiful views, and it's great that it's nice and sunny out because a lot of my stuff I wore yesterday is soaked. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and my fleece and it's pretty wet. That kind of needs to dry. And yeah, I should probably have it hanging out, but it's down in my bag somewhere. So, but yeah, beautiful day, and we're heading uphill a little bit. So, great weather, great weather. Whew, can the day get any better? It's beautiful, and it's only like in the 50s, which is perfect hiking weather. You don't even have to really sweat too much. Oh man, you come out in this open field, you just see all the woods out there. I don't know. Yesterday was probably one of my lower days where my hands were almost completely frozen, and I wasn't sure if I would have to stop early to start getting warm. And then it's a day like this. It really is like a roller coaster of emotions, and as they say, don't quit on a bad day, because there's days like this, and that you would have wished that you got to enjoy. So, man, it's awesome out today. I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving the hike so far. Just gotta, you know, take in scenery and really enjoy your hikes. Flowers are blooming, and it's springtime. Beautiful. So, as far as an update about my leg with the peroneal tendonitis, the ankle support has been awesome, and anyone who has the injury, I'd highly recommend it so that you can get back on it sooner and let it heal still. Let's see, today my sleeve, my ankle support was pretty frozen, so I didn't put it on in the beginning of the morning, and it's still a little weak in the ankle, so I might do something where I do half the day off of it, half the day on, and let it maybe build up some more strength, so I can take the ankle support off, or keep the ankle support on for like a week and just let it slowly strengthen up with the ankle support on it. But with ankle support, zero pain or issues, and that's doing 2 24s back to back. Zero issues. The elevation has become easier, so downhills aren't as steep to irritate it, but I think that also goes in hand with it just healing. A little bit of like fluid or swelling where it all started, but it's very minimal and almost gone. So that's kind of an update on my injury. It's really not causing me to do less miles than what I want, but I do want to make sure that it heals properly So, and builds up strength again. So one of those two plans I'm gonna do. I'll think about it. So just wanted to let you guys know. We got a little bit of a view coming up here to the top of this, I wouldn't call it a mountain. It's pretty low, maybe a hill. But yeah, see how sunny of a day it is. And this is like the last uphill before we get to the shelter. And of course, I keep forgetting the name of the shelters. But this one is the one that's kind of like the Fontana Hilton. This one has solar chargers to charge your electronics, and it also has showers too, which is awesome, but catches no hot water. So on a colder day like this, it might not be too enjoyable. So you know, you can get a shower, but it's gonna be a cold one. Yeah, and the thing's huge too. It's like a 2-story, fits like 24 people or something like that. Might be exaggerating here or something, but yeah, large number. So that's either where we're gonna be staying tonight, depending on what time we get there, or hitching a ride. PBS is a little bit behind me. You've seen them in my other videos. Might be hitching a ride to Marion, and going to the hotel, checking out Walmart to resupply, and then heading out. I don't know how difficult it's going to be getting out on Easter Sunday, but I don't know. We'll see if we can make it work. Or there's also the bus that will come pick you up in the morning, which I think would be a little bit easier. Stay in the shelter, catch the bus in the morning. But again, I don't know if that would be running on Easter Sunday. So taking our chances here. Yeah, just awkward timing for us coming into Marion. And before I end it, some more beautiful views of farmland over there, and just mountains over there. So you don't want to see those. Nope. Right now, okay. So the shelter is actually called the Partnership Shelter. That seems like it would be easy to remember, but you know. And also, it has a spigot. So that's awesome. You get water, you get a shower, all good stuff. So 4 more miles.